There was a time I needed everything outside me to feel okay inside me. But tonight, it's different. I'm not searching anymore. I'm here. I used to rush through my emotions like stillness was a kind of motion I couldn't afford to feel. I kept chasing louder answers while ignoring what was real. I thought peace was something distant, something I had to earn or find. But I never stopped to notice it was already in my mind, not waiting, not leaving, just quietly existing inside me. And I didn't recognize it because I was never still enough to see. And maybe that's what I missed. Not life, but presence. I learned to stay with myself when the world felt far away. I learned to sit inside the silence without needing it to change. No more running from the feeling, no more trying to escape, just learning how to breathe through whatever comes my way.
There were nights I couldn't explain why my heart felt heavy again. Not sadness I could name out loud, just something sitting in the sound of everything I never said, of thoughts I kept inside my head. And I used to think that meant I wrote, but now I see it wasn't so. It was just the weight of holding on to things that no longer belong. And slowly I began to learn that not everything needs concern. Some feelings only ask to be seen, understood, then set free. And I stopped asking why it stayed. I started asking what it gave. I learned to stay with myself, not to fix what I feel inside, just to sit with every version of the life I used to hide. No more pushing it away, no more needing it to fade, just allowing what is real to be exactly what it is. Healing doesn't always feel like healing. Sometimes it feels like sitting in the same place long enough for your breathing to slow down again, and realizing
you were never actually lost. I've been many versions of myself. Some I loved, some I left. Some I outgrew quietly, some I still carry gently. And I stopped calling that a failure. I stopped labeling every layer, because every version had a reason, every season had a meaning. Even the parts I don't return to still shape the way I move through. And I don't erase what came before. I just don't need to be it anymore. I learned to stay with myself, even when I didn't understand, even when I felt uncertain about the shape of who I am. No more fighting what I carry, no more needing to be weary. I can hold it all and still be gentle with my hands. If love finds me in this space, it won't come with pressure or pace. It won't ask me to pretend or become someone again. It will meet me where I breathe, not where I used to believe that I had to lose myself just to feel somebody else. Now I know what love should be. It should feel like peace to me. I have chased, I have waited, I have worked. There's a moment right before healing begins, when everything goes quiet. Not because it's gone, but because you finally stop resisting it. Stay here, just for a while. I used to think moving on meant forgetting what I felt before, like love was something I had to erase just to make space for more. But I've learned it doesn't leave like that. It doesn't vanish where you're at. It changes shape inside your mind, becomes something else you find. Not pain, not joy, just truth. Quiet, unmoving, still. And somehow that's where I began to heal. And I didn't even notice when it stopped hurting the same. It does soften when the heart starts to soften. You don't fight what remains, you don't chase what's been broken or try to fix the pain. You just let it be what it is. You just let it breathe again. And somewhere in that silence you find yourself within. There were nights I couldn't name what I was feeling in my chest. Not sadness, not regret, just something I couldn't digest. Like memories that had no weight, but still refused to separate from the rhythm of my thoughts, from everything I lost. And I stopped asking why it stayed, why it never went away, because I realized some things aren't meant to leave completely. They're meant to teach you gently, and I'm not afraid of it now. The silence, the echoes, the truth. When the heart starts to soften, you don't force it to be strong. You just sit inside the moment where nothing feels wrong. You stop running from the feeling, you stop trying to escape, and somehow in that stillness you begin to reshape. Healing is not forgetting, it's not pretending something didn't matter. It's learning how to hold it without letting it hold you back. I've carried versions of myself that I no longer recognize, people I became just to survive, things I never verbalized. And I used to think that meant I lost pieces I could never get across. But now I see those versions too were just trying to get me through. And I don't reject them anymore, I just close that older door with gratitude instead of pain, because they helped me remain. When the heart starts to soften, you can feel it in your brain. Not a breaking, not a falling, just a quieter depth. And you realize what you carry was never meant to stay, just something that was heavy until you learned a softer way. If love comes back again someday, I won't meet it the same way. I won't hold it like a need, I won't beg it not to leave. I'll let it sit inside the room, I'll let it move inside the truth. And if it stays, it stays with ease, and if it leaves, I'll still be peace. Because I've learned the hardest part was never losing someone's heart, it was losing my own calm voice inside emotional noise. I have broken in quiet ways, I have healed in slower days. I have learned without a guide how to stand back up inside, and I am still becoming more than I was ever before. Not perfect, not complete, just finally at peace. When the heart starts to soften, you don't rush what you feel, you just let it move through you until it starts to heal. No more fighting what's inside, no more trying to divide. What was always part of me now becomes serenity. Softness is not weakness, it is understanding that you don't need to fight to be whole again. You don't notice it at first, the way something shifts, not loud, not sudden, just quieter. Like your heart finally stopped running. Stay here. This is where it begins again. I was moving like I had no place to be, chasing versions of what I thought was me, filling silence with anything I could find, just to keep from hearing my own mind. I didn't know how tired I was till I felt the weight of what it does to carry things you never release, to hold on to storms instead of peace. And somewhere between the noise, I forgot I ever had a choice to sit, to feel, to just be still and let my heart begin to heal. And maybe I was never lost, just too afraid to stop. I feel it in the way I breathe again, like something's finally letting in, a softer kind of letting go, a deeper kind of letting flow, not forcing what I couldn't change, not holding on to silent pain, just letting everything I feel be exactly what it is, for real. There were parts of me I shut away, thinking they would fade with time someday. But feelings don't disappear like that. They wait, they stay, they come right back. So I stopped trying to outrun truth, stop hiding from what I went through. I let it sit, I let it speak, even when it made me weak, and weakness didn't break me down. It showed me where I needed ground, and slowly I started to understand. You don't heal by pretending you're okay. You heal by letting yourself feel anyway. And I'm not afraid of it now, not the silence, not the truth, not even the parts I used to hide from. Oh, I feel it in the way I breathe again, like I don't have to pretend, like I can finally rest inside the truth I used to run and hide. No more fighting what I feel, no more trying to conceal what was always meant to be a part of healing me. There's something powerful about choosing peace, not because everything is perfect, but because you no longer need it to be. I used to think peace was something I had to find, but now I see it was always there, waiting for me to stop resisting it. I've cried in ways I never showed, felt things I never let unfold, me again one day. It won't be in the same old way. It won't be rushed, it won't be loud. It won't be something I hide in a crowd. It'll be soft, it'll be slow. It'll be something I don't have to control. It'll meet me where I am, not where I used to stand. And I'll receive it without fear, because I finally feel clear. I have held on when I needed to. I have stayed when I needed to leave. I have loved in ways that cost me myself, but I am still here, still breathing, still learning, still choosing to be at peace with who I am.
There's a part of me that never left that moment. Not stuck, not broken, just still there, learning what it meant to stay with me. Let's sit with it together. I remember how it felt back then, like everything made sense again, like I had finally found a place where I didn't have to hide my face, and I didn't question what was real, didn't overthink the way I feel. I just existed in that space where love didn't feel like a race. But life don't stay in perfect ignorance, and people change with time. And I had to learn what it means to hold something without holding it forever. And maybe that's where I grew, not in losing you, but in understanding what you meant to me when you were no longer here. There's a part of me that stayed with you, not in pain, just in truth. Not holding on, just remembering what it felt like to be understood. And I don't need to bring it back or pretend we never changed. Some things don't need to last forever, to never fade away. I used to fight what I still feel, like emotions had to be unreal, like healing meant forgetting you, like moving on meant something new. But now I sit with what remains, without attaching it to pain, without asking it to leave or questioning what I believe. Because love, real love, doesn't disappear on command. It settles, it softens, it becomes something you understand. And I see it clearer now. Not everything that stays is meant to hurt you. There's a part of me that stayed behind in the quiet corners of my mind, not to keep me in the past, but to remind me what can last. And I carry it differently now, without needing to ask how. Something that's no longer mine still feels like it shaped my life.
I used to think that if something ended, it meant it failed. But now I understand, some things are complete, even when they don't continue. Some people come into your life to show you something real, and then leave, not to hurt you, but to leave that truth with you.
There were moments I couldn't breathe, trying to hold what I couldn't keep, trying to fix what wasn't broken, just different than what I had chosen. And I held on longer than I should, because I knew it once felt good. But now I see, letting go wasn't losing anything. It was trusting that what mattered would stay in a different way. There's a part of me that stayed with you, but it doesn't ache like it used to. It just sits there quietly, like a soft piece of my memory. And I don't need to rewrite it now, or turn it into something else. Somehow it was real, and that's enough. Even if it wasn't forever, if I ever love again like that, I won't try to hold it back. I won't fear what it might become, or where it ends, or where it's from. I'll just feel it while it's there, without trying to make it fair, without needing it to stay, to prove it didn't fade away. Because now I know love doesn't lose its meaning just because it changes form. I have held on to moments that were never meant to stay. I have loved in ways that taught me how to feel deeply. I have lost things that shaped who I became, but I am still here, still open, still soft, still willing to feel again. And that is everything. There's a part of me that stayed behind, but it no longer holds my mind. It just lives there peacefully as a part of who I came to be. And I don't need to bring it back or question what we had. It was real, it was enough, and I carry that without looking back.
Not everything that stays is meant to hold you back. Some things stay to remind you that you felt something real, and that matters. I didn't know how heavy I was until I stopped carrying everything. Stay here. You don't have to rush this part. This is where it changes.
I've been holding ornaments that already slipped away, trying to find the right words for things I couldn't say. I kept replaying conversations like they might rewrite the past, like if I stayed inside them long enough, something real would last. There's a place not far from here. You don't get there by running, you don't get there by thinking. You get there when you finally stop fighting what you feel. Stay with me. We'll find it together. I used to fill the quiet with noise, drown my thoughts in borrowed voice, afraid that if I sat too long, I'd hear everything I'd been running from. So I stayed moving, stayed distracted, smiling like my heart was intact. But something in me always knew there was a truth I'd never walked through. And tonight feels different somehow, like the world is slowing down, like something's asking me to stay, not to fix, just to face. And I'm here now, not hiding, not pretending, just listening. And I realize the silence I feared was never empty. It was waiting. Take me to a place called still, where my heart can breathe for real, where the noise don't follow me, and I can finally feel what I feel. Hold me in that quiet space where nothing has to be replaced, where I don't have to be okay. If you listen closely, you'll hear it. Not the noise, not the world, but the part of you that never really stops speaking. The part that feels everything. Even when you pretend you don't, stay here. You don't have to hide tonight. The night fell gently on my skin, like something quiet pulling me in. No rush, no wait, no need to run. Just me and everything I've become. There's a stillness I don't fight anymore, a kind of peace I used to ignore. I used to fill every empty space. Now I let silence show its face, and in that silence I found you. Not as you were, not loud, not near, but something softer, something clear. Like a memory that learned to breathe, like a presence I don't have to leave. And maybe love don't always stay in touch. Maybe it stays in the way you feel too much, in the way your chest still soft and slow, when something reminds you of a place you used to know. If you listen closely, you can hear it in the quiet. All the things we never said, still alive but not defiant. In the silence there's a rhythm, in the stillness there's a sound. Not everything is lost just because it's not around. Hold me where the feeling
Take your time. There's no rush here. Let the world wait outside. Let your heart come back to itself. If you've been holding too much, you don't have to carry it alone tonight. There's a calm in the air I can't explain, like something lost has found me again. Not in a way that pulls me apart, but in a way that settles my heart. I used to fear the quiet like this, thought silence only came with emptiness. But now I sit inside its space and feel something gentle take its place. Your memory doesn't ache the same. It doesn't burn, it doesn't blame. It moves through me like a softer truth, like something I've slowly learned to use as a reminder of what love can be, when it's not chasing, when it's free. And maybe love doesn't disappear, maybe it just becomes something we carry differently. We're still here in a different way, not in touch, but we still remain in the quiet, in the calm, in the rhythm of who we became. Hold me in this southern truth, where nothing has to be the same, where love can live without holding on and still not fade away. There were nights I tried to forget, tried to move on, tried to reset, but something in me wouldn't let go. Not in pain, just in a softer flow. I stopped asking why it changed, stopped trying to rearrange what was real into something new, and just let the feeling pass through. And in that space I found peace, not because I stopped caring, but because I stopped resisting. I stopped needing it to stay the same, and let it exist without the strain. That's when I felt it shift inside, not lost, but something wider. And I know now, some love doesn't leave your life, it just changes its place in it. We're still here in a different way, not as before, but not erased. In the silence, in the still, in the peace we couldn't change. Hold me where the moment stays, where the past don't have to fade, where I can feel you without the fear of needing you. was something rare about loving without possession, about letting something be real without needing to hold it forever. I didn't understand that before. I thought love meant staying, but now I see sometimes love means transforming and still being true. I've learned to sit with what I feel without asking if it's right or real, without judging what my heart still keeps, or why your memory moves so deep. And it's not weakness to feel this way. It's not wrong to carry something that shaped you. It's not broken to still find warmth in what is gone. Because love, real love, doesn't disappear just because it changes form. We're still here in a different way. In every quiet I slowly take, in every quiet moment where my heart feels safe enough to break. Hold me in this something light, where to explain how something that is no longer mine still lives inside my veins. If we met again without the past, without the weight of what didn't last, I wonder if we'd recognize the peace that lives behind our eyes. Not needing more, not needing less, just two souls that finally rest. No questions left, no need to prove, just
don't say anything yet. Just stay here. Let the noise fade. Let your chest loosen a little. If you've been holding too much inside, you can set it down here. The night feels different when you're not around. Even the silence makes a heavier sound, like something's missing in the way it moves, like the world forgot a piece of truth. I sit with thoughts that don't rush away. They just circle slowly, asking me to stay, and I don't fight them like I used to do. Somewhere in the stillness I feel you, not in a way that breaks me down, but in a way that softens what I found. Like love didn't leave, it just grew quiet, like something sacred chose to hide in silence.
and maybe that's what love becomes. Not loud, not burdened, not undone, just a gentle presence in your chest, a place where old emotions rest.
Meet me in the space we left behind, where the past still breathes but doesn't bind, where the pain don't shout, it softly speaks, and healing moves in quiet peace.
Hold me where the silence stays,
When nothing has to be explained, where love still lives without demand, just resting softly in our hands.
remember how you saw through me, past the walls I thought you'd never see. You didn't rush, you didn't try, you just stayed there by my side. And that was new for someone like me. Used to love that came with a fee, used to giving more than I received, used to learning how to quietly leave.
But you made staying feel safe. You made silence feel like trust, not something I had to adjust.
And even now when you're not here, that feeling still feels crystal clear.
And I know some connections don't break or fade, they just change the way they stay.
Meet me in the space
We left behind, where your echo still feels like mine, where time slows down and lets me breathe, and I don't have to force release.
hold me where the quiet heals, where I can finally feel what's real.
Where I don't have to hide my scars or pretend I've come this far. There's a difference between being alone and being at peace. I used to fear silence because it made me face everything. But now, I'm learning that silence is where truth lives, where healing starts, where the heart finally stops running.
I've had nights where I felt too exposed, like every memory came too close, like I was one breath away from breaking down, with no one else around. But I stayed, I didn't run this time. I let the feeling move through my mind. I let the tears fall without control, and something shifted in my soul.
It didn't fix everything at once, but it made the weight feel less than it was. And maybe that's how healing begins, not an ending,
but in learning how to sit within.
Meet me in the space we left behind, where the broken parts realign, where I don't have to hide the truth or act like I'm untouched by you.
Hold me where the stillness grows,
Where even pain feels less alone, where love doesn't need to stay the same, to still exist without the pain.
If I could sit beside you now, I wouldn't ask for forever somehow. Just this moment, slow and true, just enough to feel like you. Just your breath against my skin, just your presence settling in. No pressure, no need to define, just something real and quietly mine.
I let my guard fall piece by piece, let your silence give me peace. No pretending, no disguise, just truth reflected in your eyes.
I have carried things I never spoke about. I have smiled through pain I never let out. I have held my heart like it might break,
But I'm still here, still feeling, still open, still willing to believe in
something soft, something babe. Some love doesn't leave, it just becomes part of you. Not loud, not heavy, just there, like a quiet place you can return to when everything else feels too much.
You don't have to rush tonight. Let everything slow down. Let your thoughts land gently. If your heart has been carrying too much, this is where you can put it down. There's a quiet in the room tonight, not empty, just soft with light. Like the world stepped back a little, let me feel what I've been hiding inside. I've been running from my own reflection, smiling through quiet disconnection, telling myself I'm fine, I'm strong. But I've been tired for so long, and your memory still moves in me like a tide. I don't fight anymore, not painful like it used to be, just present like something that once held me and never really let me go. And I've learned some love doesn't end, it settles. It becomes a quiet place inside you, a place you return to when the world feels too loud. Take me where the heart rests, where the noise fades low, where I don't have to pretend I don't feel it all. Hold me in the stillness, where the truth feels kind, where my soul can finally breathe without erasing my mind. If I fall, don't rush me. If I break, just stay. Let your presence be the peace that gently leads the way. Carried love like it was fragile glass, afraid it wouldn't last, afraid if I held it too tight it would slip through my hands and shatter fast. So I gave less than I felt, spoke less than I knew, hid the parts of me that only wanted something true. You saw through all of that. You didn't need perfection, you didn't ask for strength, you just stayed. And it fears everything. Do you know what it feels like to be loved without performance, to be chosen without conditions? It's terrifying, because you finally have something real to lose. And maybe that's why I still feel you, not because you're here, but because you touch something in me that refuses to disappear. Take me where the heart rests, where the silence heals, where the weight I've been holding healing doesn't come as answers. Maybe it comes as permission. Permission to feel everything without shame. Permission to miss someone without losing yourself. Permission to be soft in a world that taught you to harden. Maybe peace isn't loud. Maybe peace is this: a moment where your heart finally rests. There were nights I thought I'd break for real, like the pain was too much to feel, like the silence would swallow me whole, like I was losing parts of my soul. But I'm still here, still breathing through the ache, still learning what it means to stay, still finding light in places I thought would always stay gray. And maybe I'm not fully healed, but I'm softer now, more honest, more open, and maybe that's enough. Take me where the heart rests, where the night feels safe, where I don't have to be strong, just to hold my place. Hold me in the quiet, where my fears let go, where the love I carry finally starts to show. If I fall apart slowly, stay close, don't leave. Let your presence remind me there's still beauty in me. If you were here right now, I wouldn't ask forever, just your hand in mine, just this moment together, just your breath near mine, just your heart in sync, just a quiet kind of love that doesn't overthink. I'd rest my head against you, like the world disappeared. No fear of losing anything, no fear of being feared. Just peace, just warmth, just truth that feels real. I have survived more than I speak about. I've carried silence heavier than doubt. I have learned how to smile when I wanted to. If you're listening to this, don't rush. Let the noise fall away. Let your breathing slow down, let your heart arrive here. You don't need to be strong right now. You just need to be honest. The room is still, the world's asleep, but my mind walks through memories deep. The air feels heavy but kind tonight, like something There's a quiet in the room tonight. Not empty. Just remembering you. Like the walls learned your breathing and refused to forget. I didn't turn the lights off, not because I'm afraid of the dark, but because somewhere inside me, you're still finding your way home. I folded your laughter into the sheets, like it might keep me warm. When the night gets heavy, your shadow still lingers in corners where the light hesitates to stay. I tried to move on like they told me to. Time heals everything, they say it like truth. But time just taught me how to live with a heart that echoes your name. There's a space on my chest that no sleep can silence, a quiet that hums beneath breathing, like a song I never finished. And I swear I hear you sometimes in the pause between seconds, in the hush of passing cars, in the rhythm of my own pulse. Where do you go when the world goes quiet, when every sound fades and it's just me and the memory of you? I still leave a light on, not for the dark, but for the hope that love remembers its way back. If you ever feel lost in whatever forever you're in, just follow the silence, it still holds your name. I speak to you in thoughts now, like prayers without a destination, hoping somehow the universe listens and carries my voice where you are. There are nights I almost forget how your voice felt in the air, and it scares me how something so alive can slowly become a ghost. I walk past places we used to be, and time bends like it's unsure of itself, like even the streets don't understand why you're not here anymore. I catch myself reaching for hands that are bare, holding on to moments that dissolve when I blink. still speaks your name. Maybe love isn't meant to be held. Maybe it's meant to be carried like a flame in fragile hands, burning softly through time. Maybe losing you was never losing at all. Just learning how to feel you in a different kind of presence. Because even now, in the stillness, in the breaking, in the becoming, you are everywhere. I'm not empty. I don't cry the same anymore. It's quieter now, deeper. Like the ocean stopped crashing and started pulling inward. I've made peace with the ache, not because it left, but because it taught me how deeply I can love. And if loving you means carrying this silence forever, then maybe silence isn't lying. Maybe it's sacred. So I won't ask where you are anymore. I feel you in everything that stays. Cloudy in this waves, in the calm after storms, in the quiet that doesn't feel empty. I'll keep the light on, not waiting, just remembering, not hoping, just holding the things. The night hums quietly. Every shadow holds a story. Every whisper lingers. And I can feel you in the spaces between thought and memory. The air is still, but it carries you. Like a melody I can't forget, a light I can't touch, yet it guides me through the dark. I remember the way you used to smile, the quiet way your eyes spoke truth, even when the world was loud. Even when my heart was broken, there were nights I held on to you in dreams, in memory, in silence, wishing I could keep you close. But love has a rhythm, and sometimes it flows away. Yet in the flow, I found fragments of you. In every song, every breeze, every shadow that dances along my walls. Maybe love isn't possession, maybe it's a whisper, maybe it's learning to release and still feel full. In the echoes of the quiet, I hear you breathe. I feel your touch, not on my skin, but in the way my heart still remembers. In the echoes of the quiet, every memory shines, every soft glance, every laugh, every tear that taught me how to heal. Close your eyes. The quiet is not empty. It is full of echoes, full of memory, full of love. Even when it seems gone, love is not in possession. It is in transformation. It is in every heartbeat. It is in the way your soul carries another. Even after they've gone, I am learning to hold you without grasping, to feel you without longing, to carry you without pain. And in this, I find peace. I walk through the night, not chasing, not resisting, feeling the gentle rate of connection that stretches across time and space. Every shadow, every tear, every sigh holds a piece of you. Every silence, every pause, every heartbeat holds a piece of us. I don't chase what is gone, I let it flow, I let it teach me, I let it guide me. And I am grateful for the love that still lives, even when it is quiet. In the echoes of the quiet, I hear your soul, I feel your warmth, I remember the light we once shared. In the echoes of the quiet, I am healed, I am free, not by forgetting, but by embracing the love that never left. The light never fades, and when the night dissolves into the dawn of day, I am high, at peace, when the echoes and the light we leave behind, and remembering in every heartbeat, in every quiet moment, love remains. The night breathes slowly, and I feel it wrap around me like a whispered memory, like the quiet after laughter. Somewhere in this stillness, your presence lingers, not in touch, not in sight, but in the pulse of every heartbeat that remembers what we had. I walk through empty rooms where our voices used to linger, where your smile once warmed the corners, and I wonder how love can feel so alive, even when it leaves. Your laughter still echoes softly in the spaces where I sit alone, and I realize that love isn't bound by distance. It doesn't vanish with absence. It flows in love lives on in echoes, in breaths, in whispers, in every quiet guitar gently weeping, humming strings flowing like water, soft choir harmonies rising and fading, rain and wind textures laid. Breathe, feel the calm, let it in. There were nights I could barely sleep, haunted by what I lost, wrestling with the weight of absence and wondering if I'd ever feel whole again. But the night became my teacher, the quiet became my friend. Every shadow held a lesson, every tear carried a melody. I began to hear your voice, not in longing, not in pain, but in gratitude, in reflection, in the gentle way love transforms, even after it's gone. In the midnight mirrors, I see the love we made. I feel it rise in every note, every chord, every breath, every sigh. In the midnight mirrors, I am healed, I am whole. Every echo, every trace finds a home inside my heart. I am not broken, I am only learning that love continues unseen. That the night itself can hold me safely, that the quiet is a gift, and the electric guitar slows gently. Rayard whispers, you are still here. In every note, in every heartbeat, in every midnight mirror, love remains. Every load a heartbeat, every pause a breath, every chord a reminder that love doesn't disappear, it transforms. Reflection, I walk through the night, not chasing, not resisting, feeling the warmth of memory, the gentle weight of connection that stretches across time and space. Love is not absence, it is presence in another form. It is the courage to release and still feel full. You are here, not as you were, but as something eternal, something gentle, something that teaches me carry myself full. You to stay the way I expected. No loud promises, no dramatic ending, just silence. And somehow that silence stayed longer than anything you said. I still hear you in the small things, in the way the evening falls, in the spaces in between, where there's nothing left at all. I don't reach for you like I used to. I don't call into the dark, but there's something in the stillness that still echoes who you are. Every moment we abandoned, every word we couldn't keep, found a home inside my chest, in a place that runs too deep. And I've tried to name the feeling, but it slips before I do, like the air remembers you before I even knew. Maybe love doesn't leave in pieces, maybe it softens then remains, like a quiet kind of presence, flowing gently through the veins. You stayed in the quiet way, in the silence I can't break, in the breath between my thoughts, in every step I take. You stayed in the quiet way, not in words but in the air, in the parts of me that changed when I learned you weren't there. Let the night hold what we couldn't say, let the truth come without sound. You stayed in the quiet way, and you're still around. Entered and stay beside me, but you stayed within me, and I didn't understand that at first. I thought love only mattered if it lasted the way I wanted it to, but now I know some love stays quiet, in the way you grew. They just sit there like a presence that has finally come to rest. I've made peace with all the questions. I've released what I can't change, 'cause not every kind of love was meant to remain the same. And I see reflections, not as lost but as a part of the version of myself that learned to open up my heart. You stayed in the quiet way, in the peace I finally found, in the way my heart feels steady, in the way my soul is sound. You stayed in the quiet way, not as longing, not as pain, but as something soft and constant, flowing gently through my veins. Let the silence last forever. Let the moment feel complete. You stayed in the quiet way, and you helped me become me. Let your guitar slowly rising, that beat you faded, turns away.
SereVibe saying you may enter her mute. If you ever feel something you can't explain, a quiet warmth, a soft pull, like a memory you didn't try to remember, that might be me not calling you back, not asking you to stay, just existing in the spaces we once shared. I've been learning how to loosen every grip I used to hold, every forever I believed in, every promise left untold. I don't chase the past like I used to, I don't beg for things to stay, but sometimes in the stillness I feel you in a quiet way, like the air shifts just slightly, like the room begins to breathe, like something in my chest remembers what my mind tries to leave. And I don't fight the feeling, I just let it pass me through, because healing
wasn't me, I stopped remembering you. Maybe love doesn't end, it just learns how to rest in the quiet corners of a heart that did its best. If you ever feel me again in the middle of the night, like a whisper in your spirit, like a soft and distant light. If you ever feel me again in a way you can't explain, like a warmth you didn't ask for, like a healing kind of pain, don't run from it, don't question what it means. It's just love living quietly between.